welcome back to my channel Armor Gaming, and welcome to my second analysis video of today. And today I've decided to also analyze the newest monster on Team Shop, Darmith's pet. This little creature is the key member in the fire troops. He tells General Darmith which monsters are doing a good job and which are only receiving war coins without fighting to steal any. Lazy Solar suffer from Darmith's fury. I really like how this monster is kind of playing on the fact that there's inactive players in Team Wars and how if they don't participate they will get kicked. I love that about this. Okay, let's see. So I love this monster's design. He definitely fits Darmith's pet. I could imagine seeing Darmith maybe like riding him. I don't know, like I mean, he's also a dragon too. Like I wonder if in the future they'll do like a combination or something and you can, I don't know, I'm getting off topic, whatever, forget what I'm saying. Let's get straight into the analysis. Stats: power 3509. Now while that's not the highest power in the game of not counting Worker Hulk, of course, of 3575, it is the second highest firepower. It's actually tied to General Darmith, so it's still a really high power. Life 22,318. Now that definitely is on the lower end of life for all monsters and for fire monsters too. His speed on the other hand, 3,432. That is actually the third highest fire stats in the game. It's actually tied with Commander Alvid. Actually, his life and speed are tied with Alvid, except Darmith's pet has a higher power than her, so he's good in that sense. And like I said, he's the third fastest monster in terms of stats alone, because we already know that General Darmith has the fastest speed. After him is like Greedy Dragon, and then is Darmith's pet, so it's really good. His element is fire, therefore his weakness is water, and his trait, just like General Darmith, is tough. All generals are tough. All status effects have a 35% less accuracy against it. Tough, as you know, is one of the better traits to have in the game because it gives you this chance, not guaranteed, but it gives you a chance to disregard effects like stun, freeze, and possession. So it's a really good trait to have. But moving on to his default and his special skills, he has, first off, he starts off with attack, then he has fire. Like usual, there's nothing too special about his default skills. His special skill, on the other hand, is interesting. It's called self-destruction. So just based on the name, you know he's basically gonna blow himself up or something. So let's see. The performer of the attack will die, but enemy will receive huge amount of damage. Self damage 1000, single enemy. So like I said, he's gonna kill himself. It's kind of like X-Pug and I-Pug. They both have this self-destruction attack, but check this out, 195. That is one of the strongest ultimates in the game. And then can you imagine if he has 2x damage or even like a 50% damage boost? That is gonna be insane. I wonder how much damage that's gonna deal. I can't wait to try it out myself. So his special by far is really interesting. It also makes me wonder, what are the other pets gonna have? Like, what is Thetis' pet gonna have, or General Atum's pet? Like, I have no idea right now, but the fact that they start off with Darmith's pet to do a self-destruction, like, to be honest, I don't know what I was expecting. I definitely wasn't expecting a self-destruct attack. I was expecting maybe like this guy is the pet to the commander of the fire troops. So I don't know, I was just expecting something else, but I mean, it's still unique. It caught me off guard. It's pretty interesting. Moving on, we have an attack called Charge. 50% chance to burn, nothing too special here. Flames, low damage AoE, 25 damage, 2 turn cooldown. That's not that impressive. We have Strike, deals moderate special damage, it's 40 damage, 0 turn cooldown. I actually like that, but it's probably not impressive because his other skills are a lot more better. Skills group 2, we have a better version of Strike, and the reason I say a better version is because here, let me compare this to Strike. 40 damage, 28 stamina, no turn cooldown. Offensive, 45 damage, stronger, 28 stamina, same, 0 turn cooldown, same, and it gives burning, and they're both special element. So you see, you rarely ever need skills group 1 because all the magic is in skills group 2 and 3. So offensive is definitely a good skill, but I actually haven't really seen his other skills, so let's see how good the other ones are. Inferno, deals low damage to all enemies, may burn all targets, requires cooldown. So this is good. We have the AoE burn attack. It's only 30 damage to start off, but you know, that's actually fine. The burning is what you're really after. Intervention, deals moderate special damage, gains damage boost, 45 damage, 28 stamina, 0 turn cooldown. What I don't like about this is that it's only a 50% damage boost. I would have really liked a double damage boost, and then I could see myself using this skill, but as of right now, I don't see myself using this skill. The only skill I really like from here is Inferno, so I'm predicting his best skill set is going to be Inferno and these three. But let's see how good the other skills are. Skills group 3, we have Onslaught, deals heavy special damage, 50 damage, 28 stamina, 1 turn cooldown. I honestly don't like this skill. There are monsters that have 60 damage, no cooldown, 65 damage, 1 cooldown. I'm not a fan of Onslaught. We have an attack called Heat, 45 damage, 3 turn cooldown. AoE that does 45 is okay in my book. This is a really good skill. And we have Blitz. Here we go, 60 damage, 0 turn cooldown, 28 stamina. See, when you have an attack like Blitz, I have no idea why they decide to give a skill like Onslaught. You would ask yourself, why would you ever use this? Onslaught 50 damage, Blitz 60 damage, same stamina, no cooldown. So you don't need to run Onslaught. You don't even need to run Offensive, to be honest, because you already have this AoE that gives burning. So the 4 skills I recommend are Inferno, Intervention, Heat, and Blitz. And for runes, you're either going to do 3 strength runes, and this depends what level they are. So if you have like from 4 to 6 or 7, you're okay with running pure strength runes. You don't need to worry about speed. This monster has a high enough base speed that even if your monster has like 3 level 6 speed runes, he's still not going to get 2 turns before you get 1 turn, and like you're still good. Trust me, you're safe. If you're using level 10 runes, then you can't get away without using speed rune, in which case you would use 2 strength runes and 1 speed rune. And I mean, this monster, there's nothing too special about him, to be honest. I was expecting more. I was hoping for more, but he's kind of like, he's just there to deal a lot of damage. You know, I predict a usual game will start off with, you're gonna AoE burn. After AoE burn, you're gonna AoE 45 damage, and then you blitz whenever you have to. Intervention, you use this in case you ever don't have a monster that can buff you, but for most of the time in a team, you'd want to pair this monster with Lux or Lord of Atlantis. You want to pair him with someone who can give increased accuracy and 2x damage, and you're good to go. I'm kind of disappointed he didn't have a special skill. Like, you know how all the generals have a special skill? Atum has his Hard as a Rock, Darmith has his Dragon Berserker, Thetis has her Stamina Devourers and her Elite Sea Troops. Like every general has like their own unique thing. I was really hoping the pets would get their own unique skill, but I'm not seeing it right now. So all in all, he's a fire attacker who, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, although I love his design, although I love that he's Darmith's pet, I don't think he is that great. To be honest, he kind of reminded me of Tyros, who I love, but Tyros has a higher power. He has like a 65 damage, 1 turn cooldown, an AoE 45, a 55 damage, 0 cooldown. He's kind of like he's so plain, you know, he's just there to deal damage. So that's what this monster's purpose is. If you want monsters to have effects, look elsewhere. Look to Mega Ostium, look to Darmith, look to Greedy Dragon. Those monsters, they're more versatile in that not only can they deal high damage, they can also either stun, give themselves a 2x boost. They're more versatile. This monster is just really plain, really basic in my opinion. I would have loved to see more, but Social Point already released them, so most likely there aren't going to be any changes to this monster. Now the reason I chose to analyze this monster is because I do know he's in Team Shop, and if you watch my Team Shop video, I recommended you don't buy him, but I know some people are going to be so eager to buy him. So I figured I'd give you my analysis on the monster in case you do buy him. By all means, go ahead and buy him. If you have the coins, no one can really tell you what to do with them other than yourself. So I definitely do recommend Inferno, Intervention, Heat, and Blitz. If anyone disagrees, let me know why you disagree. I predict maybe a few people will ask me why not run Offensive, since it's a 0 cooldown that can do 45 damage. And to be 100% honest, you probably could. You could, if you don't want to run Intervention, you probably can run Offensive. The way I see it, if you're going up against like a Timerion who does do cooldowns activated against you, you might be strong enough to be able to kill that Timerion with Blitz, which is the reason I don't see the purpose of running Offensive. And maybe you can't kill him with Blitz, and maybe like if this is Team Wars and like it's Metal, Fire, and some other element, you probably most likely won't be able to hit burning on the fire monster because they probably have immune to burning, and you obviously can't burn Timerion, so that only leaves the last monster. So in that case, I would actually just do Intervention and give myself a self boost if I don't have another monster on my team who can boost. But again, just to summarize, I definitely say Inferno, Intervention, Heat, and Blitz. And if you really don't want Intervention because you are planning to use Darmith's pet for PvP, or if you just really think you can always have someone else to boost him, then run Offensive instead of Intervention. That's totally fine. They're both 0 cooldown, they both do the same damage, so there's no problem with that. So that's it for today's second analysis. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I apologize, I really didn't think it'd be this short. I was expecting more from Darmith's pet, but he turned out to be a pretty plain monster. However, plain doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. Like I said, he's still a pretty good fire attacker. He has a nice 0 turn cooldown skill, so I definitely see myself using him in the future, maybe when he costs less coins. but I do want to hear from you guys. If you bought him, if you've used them, what are your thoughts on him? And that's it for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. For those celebrating 4th of July, have a happy and safe day, and for those not celebrating, still have a super amazing, fantastic day. I'm losing my voice. I'll see you guys next time.